Have any of you guys ever been to Vietnam? I went when I was 15 and I was there for a medical internship. I was there for 2 weeks. Vietnam is very culture based. I went to Hue, which is the capital of Vietnam. It's like the biggest city. And things about capitals in countries like Vietnam is the population is so compact. There's a lot of people. So between walking to the hospital, walking through the mountains, and just touring, it's really different from the US. So I was there for a medical internship. The walks to and from the hospital, people would record you just because they know that you're American. They think it's cool. So that was weird for me. People drive mopeds. They don't drive cars unless you are a very, very wealthy person. And their cars are very nice, but you only see maybe 5 cars a day. But other than that, it's mopeds in every inch of the road, and there's no road rules. So you can very easily be hit by a moped. We also went into the mountains, and it's very different driving in areas like that compared to here because we were driving and we were driving a bus and there's like mountains in the background that you can see and whatnot. But when we got off the bus, we passed cemeteries that were just immaculate. They were crazy. Just colors and giant structures and like memorials that were it's just considered normal. Then we were walking to this little cottage to teach the kids some stuff. And on our walk, there was just a water buffalo in someone's backyard, just drinking their water. It was really weird. And I was like, oh my gosh. And our tour people were like, it's a water buffalo. But that was weird and different. We also, one of the last places we went that really just kind of took the culture shock to another level was a market. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos of Vietnam markets, but if you haven't, I highly suggest looking it up. But when you go to these markets, it's like one big building, and you walk through hallways that are probably as wide as like a locker, and people will grab you and pull you to their little station so you can just buy their stuff. They'll put their merchandise on you, so you have to buy it, and they'll pull you upstairs, and it is so congested. But then there's in the back of the market a meat market where they sell meat, but Vietnam is 120 degrees and humid all the time. And it's normal to not have things like meat on ice or in coolers or in a refrigerator. So there's meat from octopus and fish and chicken and all sorts of meat just laid out on a table with no ice, no cold, just in the heat. So it's like fermenting and you can smell it from the outside of the market. You don't know what it is until you go in the market or unless you know about the market, but the smell is something that you can't forget. So that's another thing that I remember. But all in all, Vietnam is an incredible place to visit, and it's such a culture shock, and it can really teach you about the way other people really do live and just learn more about other people and whatnot. So yeah, if you've never been to Vietnam, I highly recommend it.